It's not unusual for you to be thinking about Bitcoin, and you were right last time it was at 4,000. You said it's going to 20, which it did. What's going to happen now? Let's talk Bitcoin.
Let's talk Bitcoin.
Well, I mean, I think yesterday's compromise tweet is just a reminder that you have to find something that you can trust in a trustless world, which is Bitcoin. You know, it's really still an immutable
Hell yeah,
blockchain.
brother.
One of the things we're all waiting for is the spot Bitcoin ETF approval, because it's really going to be the first on-ramp for a lot of folks to actually use traditional financial products to get exposure to crypto. And I do think it's inevitable. I think the timing still is uncertain. I think many still expect something this week. But when it does, I think it's going to be very good for investors to get exposure. And I think, of course, the impact on crypto prices will still be quite positive as well.
When people look for something trusted and you equate that to Bitcoin, the Bitcoin skeptic, the Warren Buffett, the late Charlie Munger, the Jamie Dimons, the Beanie Baby crowd, the rat poison crowd, they must...
Beanie Baby crowd doesn't like Bitcoin?
Their heads must explode.
Yeah, I think it still offends quite a lot of people, but what they have to keep in mind is that, you know, of the more than 10 trillion, probably close to 100 trillion of transactions processed on the Bitcoin blockchain, 0 have been proven to be fraudulent since inception. And if you look at over the last 10 years, the percentage of financial activities that are questionable on any banking system, it's close to 6% of activities are suspicious. So, you know, the Bitcoin proof of work blockchain has proven to be quite resilient and censorship resistant. And again, there's never been a rewritten entry.
Right. To end on, give me your 1 year and 5 year price target for Bitcoin.
I think in the next 12 months, something over 100,000, you know, maybe 150,000. And, you know, in the next 5 years, again, it's, you know, there's a finite supply, and now we have a potentially huge increase in demand with a spot Bitcoin approval. So I think in 5 years, you know, something around 500,000 would be potentially achievable.
Half a
just so
milli.
mind-boggling, Tom.
Love to hear it.
Anybody that says you're just insane hasn't been following your work. You might be, but you've got enough credibility with all your good calls to where at least I would think some skeptics would say, would start thinking about it. Does it make you think about it, Andrew?
Sure. My question to Tom is, do you think that this is going to upend the idea that people will buy Bitcoin directly? Meaning people who historically would have wanted to buy Bitcoin, do they continue to buy Bitcoin through a Coinbase or through some kind of other platform and exchange? Or do you think it basically becomes not a speculation, but just an investment through ETFs, and that's how this all works?
I think there's probably a generational divide at work. You know, I think that, you know, a lot of the younger generation of investors want to be my keys, my coin. So they want to own
not your keys, not your coins. That's a good point.
But as you know, there's a generation of folks that would rather allocate through their 401k or through public markets or liquid assets. And, well, you know, I mean, if you look at the percentage of assets held by those over age 50, it's close to 76% of all wealth in America.
Wow.
You know, it's over $120 trillion. So I think that cohort is still going to prefer to own it through public markets and public proxies.
Yeah. All right, Tom. I mean, I'm going to pay BlackRock's fee. They'll plant some trees or something for me, you know, for all the Bitcoin. Or they'll do something, won't they, Tom? I think BlackRock will
weird joke. Really weird joke to conclude on. Hey, Tom Lee, a lot of people say he's dead wrong, and then when it ends up panning out, he seems to be more right than he is wrong, calling for Bitcoin to hit 500,000 within the next 5 years. If it happens, and who knows where it'll go, it's always easy to Monday morning quarterback. That would actually be pretty freaking phenomenal.